Welcome to the 186th District Court. Court is in session. This is cause number 2021 CR 4274, State of Texas versus Paul Richard Apodaca Jr. We're here today for a plea. We're conducting this hearing via video conference using the Zoom application. We're also using YouTube to live stream the proceedings to keep the hearing public. Time now is 10:20 a.m. on the 30th day of June 2021. These proceedings are official. They're on the record and they're being recorded by the official court reporter. Counsel and all present are instructed to act as though you were in court, and all are instructed not to record the proceedings. And if I could have the attorneys make appearances, starting with the state of Texas, please.
Lindsay Shaw for the state.
Christine McDonald for the defendant.
Sir, are you the same Paul Richard Apodaca Jr. charged by indictment with driving while intoxicated, third or more offense? Is that you, sir?
Yes, sir.
In state, are we proceeding as charged?
No, Your Honor, the state is proceeding on the lesser included offense of DWI second, which is a class A misdemeanor.
All right, and that would take care of the punishment enhancements then as well, is that right?
Yes, Your Honor, we're also waiving those enhancements.
Okay, thank you. All right, Mr. Apodaca, I'm going to use a function of Zoom called share screen. I'm going to show you the indictment in this case and ask you, are you familiar with this document?
Yes, sir.
Did you go over this with your attorney?
Yes, sir.
Did you understand it?
Yes, sir.
Counsel, do we waive reading of the indictment?
Yes, Your Honor.
I'm going to get out of share screen. I'll note that there is a discovery acknowledgement that's been signed and dated by both sides. I'm doing the same, and I make it a part of the record. And then I'll also note that there's an application for community supervision. I'll make that a part of the record as well. Mr. Apodaca, I'm going to go back into share screen. I'm going to show you a document. It's called the defendant's consent to plea by video conference. I'm scrolling down to electronic signature, using my cursor to circle around it. Is this your signature?
Yes, sir.
By signing this, you're telling me two things. One, that you understand normally we do pleas live and in court, but that you're consenting rather to do this plea by video conference. Did you understand that when you signed this?
Yes, sir.
Secondly, your electronic signature here, as well as all the other electronic signatures of yours throughout the plea packet, you're telling me that those are valid as if you personally signed them. Did you understand that when you signed this?
Yes, sir, I did.
I approve the consent. I make it a part of the record. Sir, we're still on share screen. Now I'm showing you the court's admonishments. I'm scrolling through because it's several pages. You familiar with this document?
Yes, sir, I am.
Did you go over this with your attorney?
Yes, sir, I did.
Did you understand it?
Yes, sir.
Bottom of page 3 is an electronic signature. Is this yours?
Yes, sir.
Let me get out of share screen. By signing the court's admonishments, you're telling me that you understand the court's admonishments, that you understand the rights are contained within it. Is that true?
Yes, sir, I do.
And that you want to give up those rights. Is that true?
Yes, sir.
The rights you're giving up is the right to a trial by jury. You have a right to confront the witnesses against you. You also have the right to remain silent, which includes the right not to incriminate yourself and not plead today. Did you understand that when you signed this?
Yes, sir, I do.
By signing this, you're also telling me you understand the consequences of a plea and the sentencing range for the lesser included offense of driving while intoxicated, second offense. It's a class A misdemeanor, which is up to 1 year in the Bexar County Jail and up to a $4,000 fine. Did you understand that when you signed this?
Yes, sir, I did.
I approve the waivers that are contained within the court's admonishments. I make them a part of the record. Sir, I'm going to go back into share screen. This time I'm going to show you the plea bargain in this case. Are you familiar with this document?
Yes, sir.
Did you go over this with your attorney?
Yes, I did.
Did you understand it?
Yes.
Your electronic signature to the left. I'm using my cursor to circle around. There's another one to the right. I'm using my cursor to circle around. These are two signatures.
Yes, sir, I did.
This document details for me your agreement with the state as far as punishment is concerned, and I'll let you know if I'm going to follow this prior to the entry of your plea. Will be punishment assessed with 1 year in the Bexar County Jail with a $500 fine. However, the state is recommending that a suspend sentence and place you on community supervision. One of your signatures, the one on the left, waives your appeal outside of the agreement, but the recommendations are you be placed on community supervision for 2 years, have 80 community service hours, ignition interlock for half the term, DWI intervention and DWI impact panel live. Is that your understanding of the plea bargain, sir?
Yes, sir, it is.
And Ms. McDonald, is that your understanding as well?
Yes, Your Honor.
I'm going to get out of share screen. sir, I'm not bound by a plea bargain. I do not have to follow this. Do you understand that?
Okay, what? I didn't hear you. I'm sorry.
It's okay. I'm not bound by a plea bargain and I do not have to follow that. Do you understand that?
I do understand that. I completely
But if I do follow the plea bargain, then you lose your right to appeal. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir, I do.
And that's true unless I grant you permission to appeal or unless certain motions are filed and ruled upon. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir, I do.
Counsel, any such rulings in this case?
No, Your Honor.
If I do not follow the plea bargain, then I will allow you to withdraw the plea and will proceed to trial as if this hearing never occurred. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir, I do.
I'll note again, one of your signatures on the plea bargain waives your appeal. Are you a citizen of the United States?
Yes, sir, I am.
If not, then a plea of guilty or no contest to the offense of serious adverse effects your immigration status. And I'll note that you certified in the court's admonishments that you are an American citizen. You know, I'm going to note one other thing just for the record. That before we got on the record, Mr. Apodaca explained to me he has hearing issues. And so throughout on the video, his face disappears because he's putting his ear closer to his cell phone so he can hear, but he's still there. It's just that he's got his ear closer up to the microphone. Counsel, do you believe that your client has a factual and rational understanding of the charge pending against him?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you believe he's been able to assist you in the defense?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you believe he's mentally competent to waive rights and enter a plea here today?
Yes, he is.
Sir, to the lesser included offense of a Class A misdemeanor of driving while intoxicated, second offense, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
I plead guilty.
Are you pleading guilty because you are guilty?
Yes, sir.
Is there any other purpose as to why you are pleading guilty?
And there's no way around it. I mean, it is what it is.
Well, that's not quite answering the question, but is there any other reason as to why you're pleading guilty?
No, I mean,
Other than the plea bargain? Did anyone promise you anything in exchange for your plea today?
no, I mean, it's just, I mean, it was just what I just pleaded guilty because I mean,
Yeah, I understand, but you have a plea bargain, right?
yes.
Did anyone promise you anything else besides the plea bargain to plead today?
Oh, no.
Did anyone
Okay.
force you or coerce you to plead today?
No, sir.
After going over this case with your attorney, do you believe that pleading here today is in your best interest?
Yes, sir, I do.
Does the state have anything to offer to support the plea?
State offers States Exhibit 1 and attachments.
No objection, Your Honor.
It's admitted. I reviewed States Exhibit 1 and attachments prior to getting on the record and find that it is sufficient to support the plea. Sir, I find that your plea was freely, intelligently, and voluntarily made. There was sufficient evidence to support the plea and that you're mentally competent to enter into such a plea, and I find you guilty, sir. Ms. McDonald, any objections to waiving the pre-sentence investigation report?
No, Your Honor. We just have one issue that we'd like to address with you, if you would allow us.
What's that?
Your Honor, my client would like to live in Houston while on probation, so we're just respectfully requesting that this court allow him to transfer if possible.
Okay, all right, we can do that. Is there any legal reason as to why your client cannot be sentenced today?
No, Your Honor.
Being no legal reason, in accordance with the agreement with the state, sir, I sentence you to 1 year in the Bexar County Jail. However, I'm going to suspend that and I'll place you on community supervision for a period of 1 year. There is a $500 fine. You'll have a TAP evaluation. You must follow the recommendations. You'll have 80 community service hours. You'll have DWI intervention. You'll have victim impact panel live. You'll have ignition interlock for 1/2 of the community supervision time period. State, I'm going to request your assistance. Is there a driver's license suspension required on a Class A misdemeanor DWI? Does anyone know?
I believe, Your Honor, it's a minimum 180 days. It's 180 days to 1 year Texas driver's license suspension.
All right, 180-day Texas driver's license suspension. And then is there also a requirement for jail sanction?
I've been trying to determine that during this plea.
All right, let me ask this. How much time does Mr. Apodaca have on this case when he got picked up?
Again, I apologize, Your Honor. I'll need assistance from the clerk on that one.
You're-
2 days.
All right, I'm going to order a 2-day Bexar County jail sanction, and this is judgment satisfied for that condition only. And then I'll give you 30 days to verify employment, sir. I'll allow a transfer to Harris County as well. All right, sir, this is a plea bargain case. I filed a plea bargain, so you do not have the court's permission to appeal. You do not have the right to appeal. I'm also noting you waived your appeal in the plea bargain agreement. I'm making a certification of this for the record. I'll provide a copy of the certification to your attorney to provide to you. Mr. Apodaca, we're about ready to conclude the hearing, but you need to stay on Zoom when we finish because you're going to meet with the probation officer to go over your new conditions of community supervision. Is there anything else from either side in regards to the plea or to the sentencing?
No, Your Honor.
Ms. McDonald, anything else?
No, Your Honor.
All right, this matter is now concluded. We're in recess and I'm turning off YouTube.